Arunaji, just want to start that you've been upholder of this Odissi dance for so many years in this state and around the world. So, what do you see Odissi today from where it was? If you can briefly tell us.
Namaskar. When you are asked to say briefly, that means you should not say anything. Okay, Odissi is known to have traveled from temple to the stage. But I slightly differ with this statement. Just recently we had Bhasa conference, world conference. There we are trying to say that 3,000 years, we were celebrating 3,000 years of the journey of the culture of Orissa. When we say culture, we do not only kind of refer to dance, music, theater and things like that. The dance, performing art, always is a mediation between the way of life. In this particular region called Orissa, from different districts, from across the board, we all have different unique things known as culture. When we call it allied art forms, when we assimilate the essence and fragrance of all these art forms, allied art forms, be it sculpture, be it painting, be it way of life, values and norms, then the dance grammar developed from there. And to make it even shorter, I asked Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra once that when you are portraying Radha, have you seen Radha? He looked at me and said, no, I haven't seen Radha, but I have seen Radha Mausi, Radha my sister, Radha my beloved in my village. I have seen them and I'm copying the nuances and the mannerism of the way they walk, they talk. So always performing art reflects the life of the people of a particular era during that period. So Odissi, the way it has traveled, I would say, as long as this human race, living beings exist on this world, we are all dancers. Because the way we talk, the way we walk, our facial expressions, everything put together is dance. But when we are looking at the codification, the dates, when it started and all that, Mahari Seva, Devadasi Seva was the first Seva in the Jagannath temple, which is the dance Seva for Lord Jagannath. And from there, Gotipuo and other allied forms like martial art and the tribal dance forms and the Western Odisha dance forms, all these dance forms, coastal Odisha forms have been kind of brought together, and Odisse's grammar has been kind of evolved out of these art forms.
In today's, especially the youngsters are there, dance is more in terms of speed now. It's the razzmatazz that is needed on the stage, where the total abhinaya is now given a backstage. So how do you see this change? And how dance is now taken by the youngsters as more of, if you see the reality shows, it's the dance which is a quick, which is the wow factor has to be in the dance. So is Odissi also sort of falling prey to it?
I would not say that. But definitely there is a shift. Because there was a time when people were sitting all through the night to see classical dance forms and enjoy classical music. Now the dancers are given 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes at the most. So there, in 45 minutes, if you want to show the different nuances of the reporter, then we just have to make it, we have to choose whether we are choosing the fast pace, pure dance or one abhinay or both, little bit of both. There when you are saying ki we are creating a wow factor. It's not about the wow factor, it's the time permitted. But now when you are talking about the speed, if I am driving a car, I cannot drive it with the speed of a cycle. Right? So each situation demands a particular pace of the movement and gati. The Mayura cannot dance the way the mriga can.
Yeah.
So each one demands a different pace. Similarly, if I'm doing an abhinaya, where I'm doing that Nayaka and Pratinayaka. Pratinayaka says, Nayaka, you are always at the opposite side. With your fall, with my fall is your rise. With my sin is your punya. With my fall is your victory. When you are Nayaka, I am Pratinayaka. I am, therefore you are. This I cannot say, I am, there you are. I have to pick up the speed which is appropriate for that character, for that situation. So the speed is not actually what the audience demands or the dancer decides. It's always decided by the text and context.
She has been very kind enough to give us a short performance of what she's going to just make us know what she's going to dance on. So I'll leave the stage to her now. Can the video be, can the music be on, please?
Ranjit ji spoke about that what Odissi was and what Odissi is now. But now, Odissi being remaining the same, the nuances, the grammar, the movement, the most beautiful part is the Odissi music and the fragrance and flavor of Odia, the soil. But what we have added within the boundary is the thematic interpretations. What I'm going to do is very briefly from a kind of long kind of composition. We talk about mythology. But the Indian performing arts, especially Odissi, is not all about mythology. It is about the emotions of the people, the, the storytelling that we are so kind of used to, but the issues we address through the storytelling. That's all about performing art because it's a mode of communication. Now I'm going to do a small piece. It is about Aswathama. All of you know that Aswathama is a character from Mahabharata. He was the son of Dronacharya. Dronacharya being a Brahmin, and then he was the teacher to Kauravas and Pandavas. Though Aswathama was a very good, very kind of a strong warrior, but he was never given the right opportunity to lead the army in Mahabharata. So with Duryodhana, when kind of they lost most of their senapatis in Kaurava side, Duryodhana gave his permission to him. And he went into the Pandava Shivira in the middle of the night, which was against the rule of the war, because he was powerful in the night. So he killed 5 Pandavas and got the heads, chopped off heads in front of Duryodhana. But Duryodhana realized they are not Pandavas, they are the sons of Pandavas. So he kind of said, because of your recklessness, I have never given you responsibility. After that actually, with the intense rage and intense desire to take revenge, he started merciless killing. And then you will see the small piece I am going to do, the storytelling using Odissi vocabulary.
रजनी प्रभातरे देखिला धृतराष्ट्री ପାଞ୍ଚାଳି କୁମାରଙ୍କର ଶିର ପାଞ୍ଚ ଗୋଟି ପାଞ୍ଚାଳି କୁମାରଙ୍କର ଶିର ପାଞ୍ଚ ଗୋଟି ଅହୋ ଅଶ୍ୱତ୍ଥାମା ଆଜି ହୁଁ ଅଟୁ ନଷ୍ଟ ତୋହର ପ୍ରକୃତି ଜାଣି ମୁଁ ନ ବାନ୍ଧିଲି ମୁକୁଟ
Ashwathama, immortality thy name, shall be death for you. You will beg for death, but death will reject you. You will live for eternity, burning the unhealed wound on your forehead. Your ego, your jealousy and desire for revenge, your soul without the conscience will kill you every moment. You will be tortured by your immortality. You will beg for death, but death shall reject you. But death shall reject you.
ଅସରନ୍ତି ଅଭିଶାପର ଏ ଜୀବନ ପଥ ତିଳ ତିଳ ମୃତ୍ୟୁ ଅଥଚ ମରି পারে না পাদে পাদে ক্ষত আহাবি করি পারে না মোর পাপ জড়ায়ে মোতে মোর ঈর্ষা হিংসা দগ্ধীভূত করে মোতে মোর মরণ প্রত্যাখ্যান মোতে মোর মরণ প্রত্যাখ্যান করে মোতে মোর মরণ প্রত্যাখ্যান করে মোতে মৃত্যু মুক্তি মৃত্যু মুক্তি মাগে মুক্তি মাগে মৃত্যু মাগে মুক্তি মাগে মৃত্যু মৃত্যু মুক্তি মৃত্যু মুক্তি
Wasn't that mesmerizing? Thank you, Ms. Mohanty, for actually showcasing it to us so beautifully how the Odia dance is actually a mode of communication.
It is not
so
about the
intense.
Odia dance, it's about the emotion, and emotion is universal. When you are burning with this intense desire to take revenge, it kills you. But you cannot get mukti, and mrityu eludes you when you have this desire to have revenge. So this is very, very relevant to our lives, only portrayed through dance.